All right, welcome in everybody. Abyss got first. Well, that's something different. Abyss got first? All right then. Welcome in everybody. It is a wonderful Monday. I am tired as balls, but let's get into it. Dude, okay, so let me play by my morning, all right? So, I'm at like 1 a.m. This is normally when I go to bed, which is it's fine. I sleep for 8 hours before you ask. I go to bed at 1 a.m. So it was 1 a.m. And I'm kind of waiting for this spider that's in the top of my room. There's this one place in my room where every spider that comes in here likes to go, and they always go to that spot, and it's the worst place in my room for them to be, because if you don't know, I have a popcorn ceiling. You don't know what that is? It's basically asbestos. It's that shit that no one likes. But it's a really old house, so like we just never removed it. But like it makes getting anything off of it just practically impossible, right? So anytime a spider or some kind of bug gets up to my ceiling, there's basically nothing I can do until it comes down. But the spiders, they'll always go up to that freaking corner. There's one corner I can't get to that's above my PC setup and behind the most furniture in my room. All this stuff. Like if it was above my bed, I could at least climb onto the bed, you know, and use that to get to them. But like I can't do that here because all my electronics, wires, everything is blocking this corner completely. I can't get to it. So if there's a bug that's up there, they just stay there until they decide to move. Otherwise, I can't deal with them until they do. And, well, yeah, if you guys haven't figured out by now, I'm cripplingly arachnophobic. Like, if I know that there's a big enough spider in my room, there's no way in fuck I'm sleeping. You think I'm just gonna pretend that it's not there? If it's big enough, I can't ignore it. There is a point where even I can like, you know, just like, it's a small one, it's not gonna bother me, it's gonna stay there. But if it's a wolf spider, those things are prowlers. I know they move. They don't sit in one spot. They're also not afraid of humans, like at all. Like they just don't seem to care. At least the ones that make it into my room, they don't give a fuck. They're fast too. So these really fast, speedy prowlers will find their ways into my room, the one room they shouldn't be in, you know, the arachnophobic in the house. And yet, for some reason, the biggest ones always end up in my room. Like, I don't know what I did, but whatever the universe is doing to me, it's not funny. But anyway, yeah, so this thing was like camping out in that corner in a web that was previously made by another wolf spider that's been there. So, yeah, it was just in there. And it's like, well, fuck, dude, there's nothing I can do about it. It was till 3 a.m. when it finally moved, because I left the room and showered. I'm like, I know how these things operate. If I leave the room and I turn the light off, it'll probably move. It did, thankfully. And even more thankfully, my brother was awake to deal with it. Because like I was standing there with a cup on the ceiling with the spider underneath it. And I'm like, dude, I am too afraid to move this thing. But like if I don't, it's just gonna stay in there. But like, how do I get this thing off? Because it's a wolf spider. It's gonna move really fast the moment I try to slip under something. Like they will just like crawl out, you know. It's a big one, but they'll still like just, you know, they're the worst ones, dude. They're absolutely horrible. I hate them, and they always find their way to me. But thankfully my brother was awake to kill it, so he did. But if he wasn't, I probably would have stayed up all night. I still did. I did eventually sleep, but I got like 5 hours. So we're doing great. Yeah, no, I got roped into Sea of Thieves, and then I was having too much fun on Sea of Thieves, so then I stayed up way longer than I was supposed to. Yeah, but I made 300,000 gold, so it's all good. I can buy myself a nice shiny hat. I could buy quite a few hats with that, actually. But anyway, I also figured out how to ranch in Cult of the Lamb. I figured out that the problem is actually just me being dumb. And yeah, it was that I just didn't place the fences properly. Who could have seen that coming? But anyway. What's up, Lamb? 40 stream streak is absolutely wild. Streaming all by myself, handsome. Today, yes. Well, technically not. You guys are here. Boom, 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 boom. What you guys up to today? I'm doing my Cult of the Lamb. Turn that off. Boot the game up. Well, I guess okay, so we're gonna figure out how the Yakish work, because I figured out you can't place like the jagged fencing, which makes sense. There's supposed to be ropes in between the poles for your ranch, and if there aren't ropes, then you can't use it, which would make a lot of sense. That kind of sucks. I wish I could. Like, it means I can't do any like fun formations with my ranch. Like, it can only be a square. I live in a desert, so there's not much insects, but still I have entomophobia. If that were you, you'd burn the house. Dude. I'm not even afraid of like other bugs or anything, dude. I'm not even afraid of snakes. Like, I'm not afraid of snakes or bugs or dark or ghosts or any of the typical things that people are afraid of. The ocean. I am afraid of small places. I don't like that. It's not like my fear of spiders though, so I don't typically class it as a phobia. I'm not terrified of small spaces. I just don't like them. They're just unpleasant, you know? But they don't scare me. Like, I'm not gonna freak out because I'm in an elevator. It would be unpleasant though. I want to get out. I would like to be literally anywhere else, but I'm not gonna get like a panic attack, or I'm not gonna freeze up like I do with spiders. Anyway. Yeah, I don't fear most things, but for some reason my spider fear has just gotten to the worst it's ever been. And I don't know exactly why that happens. No one does, actually. Fun fact. No one does. Not even Google does, because phobias are just something much like dreams that just sometimes happen. And we don't exactly know why. Isn't that so great? So, Abyss, your entomophobia could be tracked to like literally nothing. You could have just never had like an unpleasant experience that was supposed to be the cause of it, like usually they are. You could just be entomophobic for no reason, because your brain just decided it is. We're trying to get rid of rigidity in builds, so they reworked the CDR some seasons ago and reworked the heal reduction this season. Just so you know, I'm playing Kenneth and Bianca, so these guys revolve around healing, so you're fucked. Yeah, I could think of a number of characters that are probably just fucked this season then. Oh, I'm dead of old age? Oh well. That ain't me. It's not the real me. The real me wouldn't die of old age. Alright, there you go. Boom, 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 boom. Can you tell I've only been awake for like an hour?
Streamer, right. Look at chat. Look at chat, streamer.
God. Alright, so I need to refix the fence because there's a way I'm supposed to do it. I think I figured it out. So let's get rid of this. So instead of improving builds and giving more freedom and rigidity, they're removing it. You have insane delay. Do you? Is my stream just delayed? Or is it yours? I hope it's not mine. Do I even need all these ranches? Eh, who cares? Alright, so I need to make sure that the posts actually connect. Which I'm pretty sure it's just if I do... Really? Oh, I need more freaking wood. Okay. Hold on. Gotta go more. God, it takes 1 wood per piece. So, how would this work? I'm just gonna test this out with one of them. I might just remove the other ones. Okay. Ah. Wait. You think it's you? Okay. As long as it's not me, that's fine. Still annoying for you, though. But there's nothing I can do about that. So, I guess I would just do 2 ranches. Because one takes a good bit of area.
You need something?
I do like that, Redeem. I like that one. Work tent. Still don't know what this does. I don't know what most of this stuff does yet. So then I guess I would put this one over here. Let's move the traps. Put this over here. I wonder if I put it inside, because no, okay. Yeah, you don't put it inside. Where'd the other one go? I had a second trap. I don't know where it went. 50 seconds of delay? My God, man. That's the worst it's been since, like, the subathon I did, like, a year and a half ago. Connect structures. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. Wait a second. What? No, dude. So now I can map followers to deliver certain resources to certain things. Like now they're just gonna fuel this by themselves. They're gonna take all the resources from the mines down here and they're gonna directly put it into the furnace. So now it's just never gonna run out. What? Oh, sick. Okay. I like that. Have I seen your long message? I don't think I read it yet. I was trying to figure out the things. I'll read it real quick. The new systems are here to remove the rigidity. That's good, but I want it will take balancing, because for some characters who have some heal in their kit, that's fine. But for characters that have healing all over the kit, it's more complicated. Like the idea of getting rid of healing reduction in every build, but I dislike what it does to Bianca. Yeah, I agree that healing reduction just makes sense for the way that the game is going. Beginning of the game, right? But like, you know, beyond that, you don't really, some of the systems like the healing, it seems so ingrained in the I have to find some way to rebalance it. Yeah, like you said, balancing. Yeah, it's just going to take a lot of balancing. It's like, I don't know, because is it worth the amount of time that it's going to take, time and resources that it's going to take for them to rebalance this, or is it better to just have it in the game? Like, what's the better choice? Because something like that is a big change, and they're already working on the mana. So like, how are they gonna balance both things? Place post view. Oh, it's cute. No more? Yeah, they've removed it. I know. Oh, thanks. Next egg's gonna be golden. Nice. I'll have to lay an egg. I don't even think that I've done any egg laying recently. No more reloading. No more drinks. Yeah, which, in retrospect, I think is both a good and a bad thing. It makes the gameplay more fluid, if you know what I mean. By removing drinks, it makes it more fluid. Yeah, I know. I think that it, like, instead of having to go get drinks and food and worry about all this extra stuff, for the most part, it was just a matter of like having to get all your food, all your items, all your stuff super quickly. I'm distracted by what's happening in game. It makes it hard to talk. Spank him. I can spank him. I can spank the wolf apparently. Okay. All right. Anyway, I think that it's better for the early game flow because it's really annoying. Like we remember, with all of the health and all of the food and all of the builds, it was a rush to get everything. It was a speed run to have all of these things, and it's still a speed run. It always will be. But like, part of me thinks that the thing that's lacking in Eternal Return is its phases, which is sad because that is such an overbearing part of the gameplay flow. Is what and you know what I mean by phases, right? Like when you have no equipment to when you're speed running your equipment to where, like, I don't know, because it's a conversation that they've already had before. All these like solo players have been doing this for years. They probably have a better opinion on it than I do. But like, it's curious that I feel like there's this weird underlying thing of like, we have these time periods where nobody has their stuff, and then but like, so you'll have like some green or blues, you know, and they made it so that those don't matter. But I wonder how the game felt when they did, you know. Like when blue and purple stuff actually matter. Well, purple matters, but you know what I mean? Like when the lesser equipment actually made a difference at some point. I wonder if that should just be reworked, or if those things should be changed so that you can draw out the beginning of the game. The thing is that in League, how long does it take you to get your gold items? A long time, right? Like 10 minutes sometimes, depending on what you're doing. Like, it takes a long time, and you know, League matches are about the same length as Eternal Return, but I feel like you spend most of your time within the phase of like already having golds. You don't want to go back to that? Well, yeah, of course. I don't think anybody does, but it's curious that it's still there, you know? I feel like it's still there. And it's like, it either needs to be reworked and re-implemented properly, or just all but removed. I don't know, but you need the starting phase, because if it's a MOBA, there's always a phase where you don't have gear, and then there's a phase where you do have gear. But in between that, it's distinct, right? That's a distinct part of the gameplay flow when nobody has anything. Is it better for it to just be a speed run to get your purples? Or is it better that, like, is there any strategy involved to actually getting your stuff beyond just picking whatever build, going straight to the location, grabbing all your stuff, teleporting the next one, and then immediately getting into gameplay? I think that it's healthy for it to be a speed run, but at some points, it's just like, I don't know, it could just be me. It could just be me. It's probably just me. Maybe, but how? Yeah, that's the question. I don't know. Off the top of my head, I don't know how you would do that. I'm not really sure, man. I have no idea.
Drink till I reboot.
Instead of this, yeah. Interesting point. Well, yeah. Think about literally any other MOBA game. Literally every other MOBA game. They all have phases where you have gear, but not like crazy good gear. And it's a battle to try and get to the next point, right? Like buying Blade at the beginning of Mobile Legends can make a very big difference instead of buying boots, for example. It's the tiniest piece of equipment. It's the smallest little thing, but yet it still has a very small but meaningful impact on your gameplay. When I'm a fighter, for example, in Mobile Legends, it's like, it's more a streamlined league basically, but it's the same idea. When I pick up an attack rate or a attack piece instead of going for my shoes, it's a choice that actually matters, right? Even picking Ring versus Doran's Blade in League makes a big difference, doesn't it? Most minute gear that you usually sell by the mid game to make room for your other stuff, but you keep it with you for a long time because it's the first thing you pick, and yet it matters the most. So like, but like there's not a single thing that's that you get before purples that matters at all. When you have your greens or blues, everyone thinks you're stupid for fighting with them because they're super weak and they don't kill anything. So it's a game that's just rushing to your purples, and while that can be good, it's a fucking speed run. Is that a good thing? Most people would say that it is, but think about it. Would it be cooler pretty quick? And it's like, instead of it being my skill in combat, instead of it being my game decisions that make me lose certain things, it's how fast can I grab my purples at the start of the game? Which to some people, they would say, that's not a bad thing, that's how the game runs, they like that. And some people might say they don't like that. Like, I don't know, I'm kind of in between. And sometimes everyone just runs past each other. It's like, it doesn't even fit within the world of Eternal Return. It doesn't make sense. In the lore, would characters just run right past each other just to go loot some stuff as fast as possible? You're used to the speedrun, so you don't know? Well, that's why everyone would say that they like it, is because they're used to it. It's been around forever. Like, it's just been that way for a long while. And because they all but removed these ideas, because everyone agreed that it was better to just remove them. Nobody liked them before, but maybe it wasn't the system itself that was bad. It could have been just how it was implemented. It's an evolution of what you're talking about with the MOBAs and the Battle Royale thing, to adapt on But I think that, like, I like the part of where I have to adapt to the stuff I find. I have to adapt to the character I'm fighting in lane. I have to adapt to things. In the first minute of Eternal Return, there is no adapting. There is none. How do I bring... Oh. Bringing a level 2 Yakish? Okay. Alright. I figured out how to ranch. I mean, in any game whatsoever, not just exclusive to MOBAs, but in most games, people would agree that the more player agency you have, the more feeling you have that you had to adapt to certain things in order to be better or to be rewarded. You know, it makes sense that you would want to give those players the feeling of they made choices early on that impacted the rest of the game. With Eternal Return, that can be said for like after the first 30 seconds after you've gotten your purples, but like it's gotten so fast, man. It's gotten so fast that on some characters, it's like if you don't finish your build within 5 seconds of the other person, you just lose. You know? And there's no give or take. There's no slack on that. You just fucking lose. Because purples are so much better than the rest of the loot, but you still have to go through all the other stuff to get to them. That, like, if you're sitting on greens and blues and the other person's already finished a purple above you, you're just screwed. And it just takes like 4 or 5 seconds difference for you to just get completely wrecked. Now that'll put you at a disadvantage because then they can buy their golds faster because they got money off of you. So maybe an ADC can speed run a gold and get an arm piece immediately. Well, then you're just extra fucked because the second an ADC gets their arm piece, it's like, well, now they're a completely new objective to kill. It turns the ADC into an objective boss. Like, I know because I play the role. If I finish my arm piece before other people and they're still full purples, I usually just win. I just win. It's that simple. There really isn't any breathing room. I don't have to be mechanically better than anyone. I just have to build my gear faster. And it's like, I don't feel the skill expression there. I just feel like I speed ran faster. Okay. I would rather feel like I took choices at the beginning or fighting at the beginning and getting an early kill rewards me in the later game. You know? Like, there's no fighting during greens or blues, and there used to be, and I still would think if it were like 5 years ago, we probably would be arguing that, you know, you can implement this system of progression in a better way that isn't just speed running your purples in the first 30 seconds. You know? Everyone's just grown so used to it that we don't even think about it. But, like, does it make sense for the world of Eternal Return? Does it make sense for the gameplay loop that you speed run all your stuff? Wasn't the whole point of the survival mechanic be to survive, but they removed food, they removed all of the lower level gear, they're removing all of the things that made Eternal Return a survival MOBA game. They're removing all of the survival battle royale mechanics. They're streamlining the MOBA experience. They're taking the personality of Eternal Return that made it different from everything else, and they're making it more like everything else by removing the systems that made it unique. And while this could be a good thing in some ways, I think it's negative for the overall identity of Eternal Return in general, because like you removed food, or you removed drinks, you removed the need for them, which, I mean, food has become more relevant, but most people will just flock to the same foods, right? Because now we have red food and it's so easy to get because they changed how we got it, that now everyone usually has it. It's like we don't even use 90% of the foods in the game. We want to talk about food being a survival mechanic and adding to the feeling of surviving on the island. We don't even use 90% of them. I feel like there's so many systems in the game and so many things in Eternal Return that just are still there, that still give you the feeling of like, man, this seems like it worked at some point. This seems like it could have worked, and maybe this is, but like it just doesn't. None of it does, because you removed the need to use any food other than soup or chicken or like pizza, sandwiches, and it's like that's it. All that stuff is typically what people get, or meat if they're doing just like they're just trying to get food quickly. It's bad because we simply won't put enough items for everyone. So yeah, it just feels like the battle royale where I want to rush to get the weapons I have. In reality, it's hella confusing for new players and didn't really work, because if someone else didn't get contested to their zones, will destroy you. For me, losing because you weren't fast enough is fine for me. Yeah, but the thing is that we are used to the game. For a new player, and I remember how this was when I first started, trying to narrow down my times to like seconds was frustrating. I had to practice to get this down, in which most people will say that it's fine and that's good for the health of the game and makes everybody more competitive, but not everyone wants to do that, and most people that play Eternal Return now are casuals. Most of them are. I don't think that you should make the game more casual, but you can at least try to focus it towards making it accessible. I don't think speed running at the start of the game is accessible, when the game doesn't tell you that that's how it goes. The game has no way, or it doesn't even tell you at the beginning of the game as a new player that this is like the first 30 seconds, don't fight anyone. Don't fight anything. Just run past everyone, ignore everyone, and build your gear as fast as possible. Nothing in the game tells them to do that. And even if it did, the problem is that when I was a new player, I would get steamrolled for missing a few seconds on a build sometimes. I would get steamrolled at the beginning, and then like that would snowball me. And it's like, well, there was nothing I could have done except do my build faster. But you know what I mean? There's no slack. There's no breathing room, because the builds are so fast. I don't mind there being a speed run, but when the speed run is within 25 to 30 seconds on some builds, it's like, fuck, man. There's no breathing room. I can't miss a beat if I want to be like actually competitive, because if I'm behind on a gold, I just simply lose. You do chocolate mint, but that's because you're a freak. Yeah. That's the spiral. Keep the thing that make you original. You won't be appealing for new players. Get rid of them. You lose something special. Yeah, but why continue that spiral? That's not healthy. Like, if we know that that's what they're doing, then why are we doing it? Like, the thing that made Eternal Return so special was, well, all of the survival mechanics and all of the dark atmosphere and the theme of the game, and the general gameplay flow was so unique. Unique and niche is not bad. You just need to know how to actually promote it. You need to take the things that people like about your game and figure out a way to make that idea sustainable, instead of just simply removing and stripping the personality from your game to fit more of a mainstream audience. All that tells me, specifically me, all that tells me is that they don't understand or aren't willing to take massive leaps. They don't know what made their game so unique and how to expand on that idea. Which, I'm not saying that it's easy. I'm not going to pretend that it's easier, that I know everything, or that I'm better than them. No, that's not the point. The point is that for me as personally, I just feel like what this tells me is that they're stripping the identity of their game to fit more of a mainstream audience because they don't know how to take the leap in that other direction. It's hard to balance. It is hard, but you know what? It's an indie studio that decided to take on a very, very, very difficult, very niche, very big project. If that is the thing that you're doing, it's like how like some or many online games will fail because some like indie studio who didn't have the funding couldn't pay for servers, and then that's all it needs for the game to fail. You know what I mean? There's plenty of games that do that. I think we've learned by now to stop doing that. If a game developer takes on way more than they can chew, then that's their fault. If Eternal Return was too much, you took on a 8-team, 3-person squad battle royale MOBA game live service. What did you think was gonna happen? That is a really big project to take on. Why are you dissenting? I didn't even do anything. Hold on. I'm gonna put him in jail. I have 4 dissenters? My goodness. What happened? Did you guys do this? Why would anybody be dissenting from the cults? Did you guys do this while I wasn't looking? They could keep the game niche and KR would strive? Yes! So why not? If KR is the thing that they're focusing on, niche is what KR liked. KR liked all that stuff. And they're removing it. It's like, I appreciate the effort to try and move towards a global audience, but I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this very loudly, in hopes that everyone hears it. If you make a game for everyone, you're making a game for no one. And if you don't understand that concept, then you're just going to fail. It's 2026. If you don't get that concept, you're just going to fail. I liked Eternal Return because I saw in it what makes it special. I still like the game, and I still have this feeling that like it's got so much personality. It really does. But like they're stripping of it slowly. Is it my 2 husbands that are dissenting? Typical. My husbands are the ones dissenting. That's funny. Stupid bastards. Go to jail. Can't argue because I thought about it for a long time. Not only for ER, I still have no response on what they could do. I did. I said it for a long time, but I think I just got tired of saying it because people don't understand it and they're not willing to accept the reality that you can't make this game for a mainstream audience. You took on a premise and you took on a gameplay flow that is unlike everything else we've ever played. But that's the reason people like it. And the more you remove those systems that made it unique, the less you have any kind of like personality. The less your game is unique and special and niche, the more it just becomes like every other MOBA. We played it because it's not like all of the other MOBAs. It's not an Extraction. It's not League that's been around for 20 years. It's not all of these other games. It's not Dota. It's not Smite. It's Eternal Return. It is a survival battle royale MOBA. It's the only one. It's the only trailblazer that thought of the idea to combine those systems in the best way possible. They had something going, man. Like, the second that I played the game, and I think we can all agree on this, like, me saying this about this game obviously is not meant to throw shade at anyone or at the developers. The second I played this game, I knew there's something going on here. There's a lot of promise. There's a lot of potential. I can see the direction. I can see the idea with the game. I hope they find a way to stick to this. And they just don't. They don't understand what makes their game so unique. You don't like Blair's design because it looks so modern. It doesn't fit the actual cast. Yeah. Yeah, most of the new characters don't, I would say. Yep. They don't have any idea what made their game so special. They have no idea. And they don't know how to adapt to it. That's all this tells me. And it hurts to see. And it's only made worse because the community is unwilling to talk about topics like this and be willing to provide the criticism that the game needs in order for us to say, hey, these are the things we really like about your game. Can you please use more of this? Do more of this. Give actual critique and ideas that might be helpful to the game. Like, that's why I'm so involved in Lost in Prayer right now, because I think that Lost in Prayer, much like every other game I've played, much of every indie game I'm playing recently, I think that it has a lot of promise. The game right now is in a solid state. Could it be so much better though? Yeah, I see where they're trying to go with it. We have a very cool, unique idea. Okay, it's literally the same fucking thing as Eternal Return, same idea. Lost in Prayer, Lamb, you've played it. You and I both understand this. We're the only ones who did, but you and I both understand this. A roguelike, traditional, nothing new. We've seen plenty of games that do that. The thing that makes Lost in Prayer unique is the becoming the thing that kills you, and becoming like the specific loot and how you get it, the transmutation system, the sins and virtues. And what have they done? They've only expanded on the systems that make it unique. They implemented more loot that apply to the systems. They gave the sins and virtues an element system. They added augmented auto attacks that increase in the stat that you put. They did a bunch of things that add to this game and add to the personality and the gameplay flow that just make it so unique, and it separates it from every other roguelike I've ever played. I haven't played a lot, but I haven't liked a roguelike before. This is the first time I'm actually liking one. Well, besides Cult of the Lamb, but that doesn't count. Like, actual roguelike, you know? This is the first one I think I'm genuinely really enjoying. And I can see some serious personality and direction. I really like this concept. I hope that they can find some way to expand it more. But what does my opinion mean? Well, actually, it means a lot. Not because I'm saying that anything is more right or wrong. It's that my opinion only serves for the express purpose of benefiting the developers so they can use it to decide what they do with it. You know? The developers can use absolutely none of the ideas we used or that we gave them on the stream, but it might spur them to think of something better. It doesn't matter if my ideas are shit. They might take some specific part of an idea I said, and they might expand on it in their own way and find some way to actually put it into the game. I don't know. I don't know what my opinion matters to Lost in Prayer, but they know that, or they actually no, I do know that. That's a lie. I know that my opinion matters a lot because I'm one of the only people that's giving feedback for the game. I'm one of the only ones that's charging feedback towards turning feedback towards the developer, because I want it for the express purpose of them using it so that they can make the game better. I say the things I like, I say the things I don't like. They do what they will with that, you know? They're the developer. It's their game. They should know how to make it. If you're making a game, you should know how to make it. But feedback still does help. Something changes the direction so we're drifting away from the base game. It changed, yeah, something changed in the directions. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, they're removing the survival mechanics. It's always been a survival battle royale with MOBA paint. Dude, it's always been a survival battle royale with MOBA paint. Not a MOBA game, a survival battle royale game with MOBA paint. There's a very distinct difference between Eternal Return and League of Legends when it comes to MOBA. League of Legends is strict MOBA. 5v5, that's what we understand what MOBA is. It's that top-down or three-quarters isometric view with the gameplay mechanics that are distinctive MOBAs, you know? It doesn't have to be towers, there can be different variations, but they're mostly just the tower ones or extractions. There really isn't any variation there. That's what I mean. Eternal Return was the biggest jump from MOBA while still being MOBA. Like, it's still MOBA, but it's a huge jump from the standard. That's a good thing. That's a really, really, really good thing. But the only way this works is if you understand the niche. I reflect this idea on my own content. I try to figure out what you guys like, and I try to do what makes my content special, right? It's the same fucking thing, dude. It's the same thing I do. Because I'm not a video game developer, but I make content. I'm doing a creative thing for other people. How do I get other people to enjoy my content? Well, I try to innovate and expand and do more stuff and be entertaining or whatever it is I'm doing that's working, right? Find some way to take on the idea. What's my original idea? What do I do? Well, the emotional aspect of my content and my personal connection with my audience is the main idea. So what are things I can do to push that idea? Artwork's a good idea. The more creative I get and the more vulnerable and transparent I am with my audience, the more I give them opportunities to know me and build those audience interactions. So I want to encourage them. What are some games that I can possibly play that encourage conversation like this? Like this, you know? You came in to talk about it because you knew you could. And like, because it doesn't really matter what game I'm playing, I will always try to find room for conversation. Because that's what I do. Right? And I've expanded on that idea. And I keep adding to it. I keep doing more things to try and make it more unique and more entertaining and more engaging. That's just what every creative process is. It's not just game developing, it's everything. If you have something you're creating for other people, you need to understand why people even like it in the first place and know what to do to make it better. If you don't understand why people even like your game in the first place, then how are you going to understand what to make it, or like how to make it better so that those people like are invested? They built loyalty with the people that like their game for those reasons, but then stripped it all of the identity it had and made it disingenuous to those people. Or disenfranchised. They cut off a major part of their core audience just simply because they removed the personality the game used to have. And I feel like very slowly, or actually very rapidly, they're stripping it of it. It's like I look at Eternal Return, and I don't even know what I'm looking at anymore. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what I'm looking at anymore. What is this? Is it a battle royale MOBA? Because you keep telling me survival. Everything in the game screams survival. It screams it. Building, crafting, food, drinks, island, lore, character personalities, character designs. All this stuff is just screaming survival game, but then nothing else gives me that feeling. It's like it's gone immediately when I look at anything other than like that, you know? I look at other parts of the game and it's like, well, shit. That's right, it's a MOBA battle royale. Oh, look how cute it is. I get to have animals now. You know what Cult of the Lamb did? It made their game more personal. It took things about the game that people liked. They expanded on the roguelike system, giving us new passives, new abilities, new weapons, new all these curses, new items. They expanded on the systems in the roguelike area that people already liked about Cult of the Lamb's roguelike area. And then they made the base building infinitely better. But most people like the base building and management simulator more than the roguelike area. Roguelike area is just kind of like the subtext. It's less important than this. This is far more important, and they're leaning on it, you know? But that's going to make some roguelike people who like that part of the game more disenfranchised. Yeah, it's going to happen. There's going to be plenty of people, there already are, of people who critique the game because the roguelike area feels like it's an expansive system, but like they don't do enough with it because they're more focused on the other part of the game, and the people who like the roguelike stuff don't like this part of the game as much. But that's okay. That's okay. If the developers think that this is where they want the game to go, and this is the audience they want, and these are the people that the game is appealing to, then they should build the game for those people. I don't understand why we don't have drinks anymore. It was annoying sometimes, but it worked like food, so what's wrong with about it? Yeah, it was annoying, but you know why it wasn't annoying? Or you know why it was annoying, Lamb? Because it wasn't expansive enough. Because it was implemented poorly. It's not because the drink system was a bad idea. It was a great idea. I loved it in fights. I loved it. I hate traps. I really like the drinks and food. I think that it was a great idea, but it was implemented in like the worst possible way. It wasn't the idea that was bad, it was the implementation. And I can say that about a lot of them. And most people say that's subjective. Yeah, it kind of is, but like I would say objectively, it was just implemented poorly. But that doesn't mean that the idea itself was bad. I don't think the developers can make that distinction. What's the difference between a bad idea and bad implementation? How do you tell? How do you know when something is a good idea but is just implemented poorly and needs a rework? How do you know when something is just a bad idea and needs to be removed? How do you tell those two things apart? You can. I think that the game had a lot of great ideas, but implemented them all in the worst way. I mean, take Immortal Soul, man. What a great idea. What a great game, like theme and concept, and how they told the story. Brilliant. Brilliant storytelling. I thought it was fantastic. Putting the player in the perspective of the researcher and putting story through in-game logs designed to feel like you're going through confidential files and like all this. Dude, I wish I still had the VOD for that. I wish I did. Dude, I wish I still had the VOD. I don't know why I didn't keep it. I mean, it was mega old and my audio was bad and everything, but like, I really wish, for sake of future conversation, that I kept it, because I think that the things that I liked about Immortal Soul were all but completely removed in Eternal Return, and that was a big letdown for me, because I think that the storytelling and characters and theme of Immortal Soul was damn good. It had the makings to be one of my favorite stories I've ever enjoyed. I might just be gassing it up. You might think that, but you know me. When I genuinely enjoy something, I'm not afraid to tell you. Yeah, I think that it was really, really good. Putting people in the perspective of the researchers and making it feel immersive. I sat down with a cup of coffee. I didn't have a lab coat, but like I had a white shirt. I just sat down with my imaginary lab coat and my coffee, and I dug through those files and I read it like a researcher, and I played that because it was so immersive how they implemented the storytelling and how good it was, that I'm like, I'm deeply invested in this lore. And then I find out that it's all but retconned. Fucking why? Why? You're telling me that this brilliant story is retconned? I'm gonna be let down. Why? Because you got rid of all the good parts?
Beautiful.
You kept all this stuff I don't care about, and you got rid of all the parts that made it so cool. Like, why? I think there was so much, man. Oh my. Lamb. I'm a woman, now my opinion doesn't matter. Well, you're sleeping on the couch tonight. That ain't my problem. Yeah, good one. That's funny. All right. But yeah, that's, see what I mean? Like, people in video games don't understand this concept of identity. In big 2025, there's this big, like, lack of understanding when it comes to game identity and like character and story and world identity. Like, you would think that we'd have those things down. It's 2026. Anyway, like, dude, it's just why games do this all the time. They've been doing this forever, especially like the more AAA the games get, the more often it happens. They'll strip away the personality and the thing that makes their game niche and unique for the sake of appealing a wider audience, or because they simply don't understand what makes their game so unique and personal. And it's like, how did you forget that? Where did you come up with this idea? What went through your head where you forgot what made your game so unique? The reason why you designed it in the first place, the reason you made it. Where in the process of developing your game did you forget why you made it? Immediately tune me out. Well, yeah, but we're talking about a game you don't play, so I mean, it's also you, so I don't expect you to be listening. The reason why Cult of the Lamb hits so hard is not just because it's a great game. It's not just because, you know, the gameplay itself is fantastic, the art, the music, the everything. It's not just all that. Yeah, it is all that. It's great. But I love that I trust that I know where Cult of the Lamb is going. I know what Cult of the Lamb is going to do generally. I have an idea of like what its personality is. If you ask me what Cult of the Lamb is, I could strongly tell you. I could tell you everything, because the game has such a unique and clearly defined identity. It has a clearly defined personality. It's a cutesy little like chibi like animal game where you build this base and you can pet things and you can play around with it, and it's really cute, and a lot of the music is adorable, but it has these dark cultist fucked up necromancer subtones where the enemy is like literally flesh expanding from the inside of a pit of a mountain, like lava, consuming everything. And it's like fire and blood, and it's sick. It's gritty. And yet it's adorable at the same time. It has such a rich personality. Moving to more of a competitive market. Yes. But you know why, Abyss? Because that's what the players want. That's what NA wants. That's what EU wants. They want a more competitive market. They only want competitive players. And fun fact, since you don't know, Abyss, in my short time where I've been playing Eternal Return, I've learned that it's actually wrong, apparently, to be more casual and think that the game should be more casual appealing. It's wrong to think that way. It's wrong to say that the game isn't at all catered to be accessible. Never seen it that way? Well, see, that's how I view everything. That's how I view everything. Anything creative, any kind of creative process, music. It's like, okay, guys, to give a quick, another creative example of this. Think about music. You guys all know, especially my fellow rock fans, especially my fellow metalheads, we all know what it feels like when you listen to a metal band or you listen to some kind of country band and they have like 2 or 3 albums that are absolute fucking banger, right? But they released 6 to 8 years ago. Oh my God, they put out a new album. It's your favorite thing ever. You're so excited. You've been waiting to hear music for this metal band forever. And you listen to it and it's goddamn rock pop. You know what I mean? Does anyone know that feeling? When you're listening to a band and then they have like 3 albums that have a thing going, and then they drop like the 4th or 5th one, and then it's like completely beyond all of the other albums. Like, and it's always pop. It's some variation of pop every fucking time, and it pisses me off. I'm like, just why is it everything? Why is it every band? You know why? Because pop is called pop for a reason. It's consumable. It fits the massive audience. Most people listen to pop. They really like it. It's catchy. So when metal and rock goes towards a pop audience, it's more appealing. It's more mainstream. That's why I get pissed off when I hear it, because it's all soulless and it doesn't match what the original band wanted. It's the same thing as when a when a game takes the thing that made it distinct from the rest of the games in the genre and strip the game of that to fit the rest of the genre's massive audience. When you are trying to appeal to League players, you're gonna make your game feel more like League. And you know why I play it? Because it's not fucking League. That's why I play it. It's not League. It's distinct. Everything has like distinction. I want to play something that isn't League, or like isn't like every quintessential MOBA game of the past 20 years. And this is like the first one we have that captures that beautifully, but it doesn't anymore because they've lost what made it unique. Spider-Zed when he stopped being depressed. I don't listen to Panic at the Disco anymore because it's incredibly mainstream. But I listen to the old stuff. I listen to the old stuff from 3 Days Grace with Adam Gontier. I don't listen to the new things. Most people don't. You know why? Because it doesn't fit the reason why we listen to it. It doesn't fit the edgy grittiness of what 3 Days Grace used to be. It's fucking dad rock. Why does it sound like a depressed emo teenager now? Why did you take my gritty old middle-aged man with drinking issues and replace him with a depressed teenager? I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. Nobody thinks about it because everyone's so consumed by which character is balanced, or what role needs the most rework, or what like systems. They only think within the box of gameplay mechanics. They never think outside of it. And it's like, I can't get people like that to think outside of the box. Overwatch understood this and still understands this. For a while they forgot, but they're starting to get back on track where they remember, oh shit, that's right, character personality and distinction between their kits and their lore is important. It is. Because when Sombra doesn't feel like Sombra anymore, they aren't just not playing her because she's ass and because they keep reworking her. They're not playing her because they don't even know who they're playing anymore. They don't even know who they're playing. Who the fuck is Sombra? Is she a hacker? Well, she doesn't really hack anymore. She doesn't disable things. She doesn't like... She barely goes invisible. Like, her gameplay is completely separated from her lore. Like, that's just, it's the same thing with every creative idea. It's like, you have a great idea, and then the thing will stray away from that idea slowly to fit a wider audience. They remove the thing that makes it niche. Niche is good. Niche is innovative. Niche is where we get Claire Obscura and Silksong. Niche is where we find games like that, or original Eternal Return. Niche is where we get Cult of the Lamb. Phasmophobia. Name a bunch, like a billion unique gems you can think of. Outward. Literally anything that Nine Dots does. Think of a million different studios where they were breaking the molds with some kind of game idea or genre, and they were straying away from the thing that made that genre. But they were still keeping the paint of it, you know? When the genre is just paint for your game, but the main game centers around whatever niche you've carved, to make something successful, you have to do it right. You have to do that right, and it's hard. No one said it's easy, but that's what you're signing up for. That's how the best games are made. You want something to pop off, you gotta at least understand what you're making. If you just completely forgot what your game was even made for, you forgot what your original idea was, then it's going to be obvious in the gameplay. Nobody's going to think about it, but they can feel it. Even if a player doesn't understand, has never thought about this or looked at the game this way, you can still feel it, can't you? It's a feeling that you just have that you never even notice. But you notice it when it's mentioned, when someone says it. It's like, holy shit, yeah, I feel that way about this character. I don't know what this character's meant to be. Who the fuck is Kenneth? Well, we don't know anymore, do we? Because his whole thing was healing. His whole thing was like his combos and his vamp. That's what made him beefy. It's literally like in Ruby from Mobile Legends, where like the whole thing is the vamp that they get, and the bruiser beat the shit out of him, combo, you know. But if healing is being completely reworked, if that's a big part of Kenneth's personality, rip Kenneth. Because you're gonna have to change that. You're gonna have to find some way to balance healing without removing the identity of all of the characters that use it. Like Brigitte was a strong example of this in Overwatch, and still is, where she was meant to be the all-arounder. She's supposed to be a tanky support, but making a tanky support doesn't fit within the game, and they never were able to figure out how to balance that. And I understand in the face of Overwatch and all those problems, it's a way more complicated issue, but you get the point. At the end of the day, the point that I'm making is that everything, like every idea starts from somewhere, and if a product of some kind of creative thing forgets why it was even made, everyone's going to be able to tell, even if they don't realize it. Everyone can feel it. If a creator is making content and like they start off doing something great, like, no, let's even make it more personal. If I was making personalized content that's more focused on the vulnerability and connection that I have with my audience, and then I blow up because of some specific game, so I stop doing that vulnerability anymore because it doesn't work in the framework of me being much larger now, do you think I'm going to be disenfranchised with my core audience that helped me get there? Yes, of course I am. That's what I'm afraid of. Of course I am. So what am I doing? I'm preparing for that. I'm thinking of ideas of how I can maintain this connection long term. How can I do this and also be popular? How can I have this personalized conversation with millions of people? How am I supposed to do that? I don't know. But that's the point. That's the point. I've made an idea. It's on me to figure out how to make that work. Is it gonna be easy? No, it's hard as fuck. But if I do it right, this could turn into something huge, right? My content has the potential to become something beyond just the content. Because connection with people is not something that strictly belongs to specific kinds of content or content creation itself. It transcends that. The thing about Kenneth is that rage. The rage is my passive. If I don't have it, I'm shit. If I stack my passive, I become a monster. Yes. Like, it's sad, man, you know? It's sad. I see so many games that have such brilliant ideas, but they forget who they are. Because some massive audience is telling them that they want certain things, but then the developers listen a little too hard to the wrong people, and they start making changes that negatively impact the game long term. Like, if if I was talking to the developer directly and the conversation went like this. Imagine I was talking to the developer and the conversation went somewhat like this. This is what your identity is. This is what people really like about your game. This is what I like about your game. This is what makes it unique. And the developer goes, well, I don't know what you mean. Like, I can see that, but I don't know how I'm supposed to expand on that. Well, I don't fucking know either. It's your idea. How would you want to expand on this? Not like because you're developing a game for a massive audience, not because you're doing it as like a big old MOBA game, not because you want to be some big game. How do you want your game to be? Only to Abyss? They should listen to player feedback, but they shouldn't make it the entire reason why they do certain things. Right? They're the decision makers. They're the people making the fucking game. They're the developers. We don't understand how games are made, but we can still give our opinions on it. It doesn't mean that the opinion isn't valuable. It doesn't mean that player opinion isn't valuable.
I'm gonna drink till I reboot.
I'm gonna drink till I goon. Oh my god, I need to like incinerate bodies, bro. I have too many bodies. I have too many. I'm actually full on bodies. What the fuck? I have way too many. Oh my god, I have to actually just get rid of them. No, bro! Stop dying for like 2 seconds. Can you stop dying for like a moment so that I can fix everyone? Fuck's sake. So much. Yeah, quit dying. Bastard. Alright, come here. Come here, Shelly. I gotta bring you back now. Shut up. You feel sleepy because you ate? Well, yeah. Twitch, you want me to murder Mason? Why? What did Mason do? I can't. He's my disciple. I'm not gonna do it. How about you drink until you leave me alone? Already coffee in hand and I gotta drink some water. Yeah, I can't kill Mason. That's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna do that. He's my disciple. What's this? Ooh. Ooh. Look at the temple now. Holy shit. Do you not exist? What, because he's the disciple? No, your follower just never asked to be. No, you are here. You might just be dead. You're in my cult. You're just dead, probably. I got a lot of people, brother. I can't bring everybody back. I'm a powerful necromancer, but I ain't that strong. Do we like the gold or do we like the bones and flesh? I think I like the bones and flesh better. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah. That's more like me. Okay. Well, I don't have enough bones to do any resurrections right now, but yeah, you're probably just dead, Abyss. Yeah, most people are dead by now. Oh my god. I can't. There's too much. I have too many bodies, man. Can I like take the, oh, I can take the necklace off? I can do that. Oh. What? I can do that? I'm probably just gonna have to try and get as many bodies out of here as possible. How can I do that? We need to do like a mass burning of bodies if I can do that. Oh wait, I can fuel them to the furnace if it's winter. Yeah, it is winter. Yeah, I can put them in there. Hold on. Turn this off. Okay. Take that. Now they should just be, yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm just gonna burn bodies in the furnace. Kind of a waste, but yeah. I got more than enough bodies. I have rot now. I can just use necromancy to bring rot back. I'm gonna get rid of all of the unnamed bodies. Yeah, that one. Shelly's dead. Okay. Oh. Well, I gotta clean out all of the bodies now. Anyway. This is why I always talk about, like, the identity and personality of things, like, the art side of stuff, because it's important. It is. It's the reason we have indie games popping off right now, because indie studios understand that concept. AAA does not. That's why AAA is failing, indie is doing insanely well. But there's probably hundreds of, like, thousands of indie games out there. Only so many of them actually pop off. Why? Because it's the ones that understand this concept the best and innovate the most. That's who does well. It's the people that get that concept the best. Like, we've had a million games like Clair Obscur, but we haven't had Clair Obscur. You know what I mean? That only makes sense within that framework. I'm happy my team finally looks like something. I switched to Linné 43311 because I got good echoes. Didn't even lose TC. My Morty missed a proper weapon, but it will come. And my Zhongli finally has his sig, so he can one-shot everything. That's good. You're making some progress. Oh, I pulled Shorekeeper. It only took me like 78 pulls to get her. It only saved me 2 fucking pulls on the banner that I'm supposed to. Whatever. I'm not gonna get mad about it. But I have Shorekeeper, so that's cool. Finally. I can actually play the game. I still don't have a 5-star DPS, but I'm gonna try and get Augusta, I think, is my next one. I want to go for Yuno, but I think that in my team it makes sense to get Augusta. Also, it's Augusta. Like, I might just be partial. I like Yuno. I played her story, but I think I like Augusta more. Shut up. Are you willing to join us again? No? Okay. And we're just gonna keep making fun of you. Novice Manor's a bait. It is a bait, isn't it? Well, now that I have her, I don't really need to be that concerned about grinding on my second account. Because I'm just going to stick with the original idea. The second account is not for me to try hard. The second account is for me to have when I don't have any gameplay to do on my main account. And I want to play Wuwa. That's there if I feel like playing Wuwa, but I don't have anything to do. That's all it's there for. If I miss banners, who gives a shit? Augusta Mortefi Shorekeeper? Probably, yeah. That'll be like my meta team. Because my Mortefi on my side account, I think, is at like R3. And then I'll have Augusta and I've got Shorekeeper. So yeah, probably something like that. I've wanted to use Mortefi, but I never have a team to actually put him on. So it'll be interesting to have a team that's very different from the rest of the teams I've played on my main account. That's the whole point. I want a team that's nothing like the one that I played, you know? That's different enough. I've never used any of those characters. I've never built something like that, so... Yeah. Yeah, I want to play Augusta. She's hot. What can I say? She's hot. Isn't that what matters? Earl, Calamar, Filmer. Just cleaning out space. This has been building up for a while. I just gotta do it. Fate's been increased. Thank you. At least the furnace is here now, so you can actually burn bodies too. Like that has a dual purpose. It's really nice. As long as you get the doctrine to actually use it, but that doctrine is huge. I can actually just burn bodies now. I don't have to like do this whole process. It's a whole lot quicker. And I get something out of it. Burning bodies actually gives me the stuff to fuel the furnace even longer. So while it does give me fuel on the meter, it also gives me this stuff, which I can convert into the stuff that you actually use to fuel the thing. So, you know, that's pretty cool. I like it. I like that change. You smell. Welcome back. Go shower. I mean, like, if this game were to remove the roguelike aspect, it would remove a part of the game, a big part of it, right? Not just because it's a core system, but because it's part of the identity of the game. It would feel weird if they removed it and like replaced it with something else. I feel like that's what's going on with Eternal Return, and I would love to be a spokesperson for that, but like, it's not just that the game itself is going down on the spiral, it's that the community is only encouraging the spiral. The community doesn't understand what the game is about. They don't understand this idea of identity and like this long-term effect because they're only thinking within the metrics of gameplay mechanics and competitive environment. And they aren't willing to step outside of that. So it's not just a problem with the developers, it's a problem with the community as a whole. It's a problem with the game that's so like deeply rooted that it's happening in the community itself. So even if I wanted to be a spokesperson for the casual players, I tried. I did. I just don't have enough like momentum right now as a creator to use my voice, because the only people that understand the things I say are my own community. And I'm not big enough to really make any kind of ripple yet. But if I ever get to a point where I can do that, I do want to see Eternal Return hop on the back track, or the right track. I think this game absolutely has something going for it. By the time I have that momentum though, the game might just be like completely lost. You know, it might have just already lost like everything about it that made it so unique, and it would be like too far to go back. I think this is one of the first times where, as a content creator, even as small as I am, I'm outpacing the growth of another game. Like, usually it's the game that's outpacing me, but I think this is the first time that I feel like it's the opposite. That's not to shit on it. It never is. Nothing I say is meant to shit on anything, but like, you know, that's kind of why I've just opened up to other projects, other things, moving on to other games and stuff, because I feel like the game is not suited to me. It's not suited to my content. Will I still play it? Absolutely. Because I also love Eternal Return. I fall in love with it as much as you guys do. I love it. I don't think I'm ever going to stop playing it, but I just can't like make it my priority content. I can't worry about it right now. I still want to talk about it though. I'm even getting the urge to play it, man. The reason I'm talking about it so much right now is because I've had the urge to go back and play it. I do. I want to play it with Shelly and May. Like, I want to just like sit down and do some ranked games and stuff and like actually dig into it and check out the new characters and things and play some freaking Eternal Return. But like, I'm not gonna sit there and queue. I remember that the queue times are bad and that they're probably not much better than they were before the collabs. I would love to be there for it, and I said that when, like back in season 7, if they were doing global collabs, that I would be super excited about it. But I didn't realize that I never mentioned this identity part of the game, and that if the rest of the game wasn't doing well, that the collabs would mean nothing. And it's like, yeah, the collabs themselves are great, but in the face of the rest of the game, it's hard to stay excited about it for long. Because it's like, even if we did experience growth as a result of collabs, it might just be temporary, you know what I mean? Like, that could disappear and we could go right back to the same problems we've always had. Who knows? And it's like, well, then the collab wouldn't mean anything. It's like, well, even if it did well, it was only temporary, so who cares how well it did? Like, it's hard for me to stay excited. Like, I'm not excited because they're doing collabs. I mean, yeah, obviously I am. But I'm not gonna like shout it to the moon only for the collabs to be over and then be right back to the same problems we were before. And then people go at you saying, why did you get so excited about this? You were wrong. And, you know, and blame me for anything or get upset because the game has problems and I was just getting excited because I thought that we were going on the right track. Like, I thought we figured it out. The collab ideas that they picked too, huge. Not only because, well, the games they picked to collab with are huge, but because Guilty Gear is just a good one to do. It fits. Yeah. The type of game it is and the personality it has matches. That was a good one. Yeah. I wonder if that was one that they've been thinking about doing for a while. Like, cause like, it just made sense and it's attracting a good amount of attention. If they can keep doing that, then this could work out. But again, like, it doesn't matter how many players they bring in. If the identity of the game doesn't make sense and players aren't invested and they don't know what they're playing, like, for now, Q pops a lot, and I don't think the collab is the only reason for that. I hope not. I hope not. I hope that the collab is just bringing people in, and the reason that it's growing is because the staying power is within the game itself. I hope. Of course, I want the game to, like, if it's growing because the collab is spreading attention and then people are staying. Yeah, people don't stay for collabs. They stay because they tried it out because of the collab and then they actually like the game. That's the whole point. Yeah, of course I would hope that. But see, it's too soon to be able to tell. Right? We're only going to know once the collab is over. We're only going to know once the collab is done if this is just a fluke or not. Because given Eternal Return's history, it could be a fluke. Like, given the dev's pattern, I don't know if I can trust it quite yet. Like, of course, I'm going to be happy about this change. Of course, I'm going to praise them for a great collab, but like, there's still things they could have done with it better. I just appreciate the fact that they're trying, you know. It shows that they're still trying to make some kind of effort. They still want the game to succeed. I wish that they would just understand what makes their game so unique and so special and be willing to try and expand on that. But I think it's too late by now. The collab's over? Oh, is it? What are the Steam or the play? Yeah, what do the Steam charts look like right now? Oh, another thing. Steam charts don't really show us like player count on specific servers. It only shows us the collective player count of everyone. So if 20,000 looks like a lot, it kind of is, but it also isn't. Because we know that the vast majority of that is on KR. And then some of that is on EU and NA. And then none of that is basically on SA. Poor SA. They don't exist. Like, I just think that a lot of these systems they're trying to make don't work well within the framework of Eternal Return. But again, I'm not a developer and I don't know what they want the game to be. Maybe they've got some new identity for the game and they're slowly pushing it towards something new. Maybe they know what they're doing. I don't know. Like, if this is just them reworking the game entirely and finally figuring it out, if this is what they want their game to be, ultimately they're the developers. This is their game. They make it how they want. And I will just keep my eyes on it. It doesn't mean I'm going to be actively playing, but I'll keep on my eyes on it for all the changes in, you know, I'll join in once I think that it's good, but I'm just kind of waiting to see what Eternal Return is going to do and deciding if I want to do this long term or if it's worth any of my time. This might just be a game that I play offline, or it could be a game that I make content on. I don't know. But as of right now, I've got plenty of other games that I can play while I'm waiting for Eternal Return to figure out what kind of game it is. $20,000 players. That's still up. Actually, that's where we were like two or three seasons ago. So we're just back to where we were. We're just back to where we started. In KR? Yeah. Well, that's the thing, is they don't publish their player count. So we have no idea how much of that is actually KR or how much of that is NA. We don't know. Like, how much of that player count is on each server? They won't produce that well, we know why. We know why. Games don't produce their player count numbers when there isn't anything to show off. It's going down right now, just since 2024. Yeah. Yeah, it's been going down, and finally it's in the green. Well, as far as KR is concerned, we don't even know what NA looks like. We don't know how well the collab's doing over here. We can only assume by queues popping that it's doing good, but they won't even publish that. Dude, if a game is not going to publish their player count and numbers, I can only assume they're not doing well. A new season and no ranks? I can't tell. No one can. They've never published their player count, brother. They've never published it. They won't show off the numbers. I think they're afraid to. That's what that tells me. If you don't have numbers to show off, then you're not doing well. Or you're just afraid to. Whoa. You are something. Ow. Damn, alright. Oh my god. Okay. Tough boss. Damn. Damn. That was interesting. All right. The bosses are getting tougher. Okay. Bosses are getting harder. Don't worry about that at all. That's not telling me that Yinga is going to be really, really tough. Probably will be. Like, Steam numbers don't even look good, brother. You think that the server numbers are going to look good if they publish them? No. Like, they're just going to give us more reason to freak out. Because if South America actually had the numbers of, like, how many players are on the server, it probably looks dire. It probably looks barely sustainable, if even sustainable. Right? Completely unplayable. Why would they release the numbers? It would only prove the things that we're afraid of. It's only going to, like, let us, know. Everyone's assuming that the player hours are bad, or the player count is bad almost, because it is. They don't want us to be right. Can you back off? This is mine. Go away. Yeah. Get out of here, losers. Don't you touch my stuff. You want that? Uh-uh. Oh, is it ill? I don't know how I'm supposed to fix that. Oh, it's angry. I see. Well, that one's happy. Or are you angry? What's wrong with you? What happens if I release? Hold on. You just wander? Oh, sick. Yeah, they do. Huh. All right. Yeah, I can just let my animals graze. That's cool. Sheep farming sheep. Or yaks, I guess. Yeah, makes sense. Are you... Do I just not have enough homes for you? Why are you sleeping on the ground? I don't know if I have enough homes. I built more homes. Like, you guys are just crazy. There's plenty of homes. You're just sleeping on the ground for no reason. There's plenty of homes. You guys are just sleeping on the ground. Stupid. There we go. Good feed, everyone. All right, everyone get in here. Yeah, I would love to do more like return content and talking about like the lore and characters and having discussions like this on the podcast. I would love to do more of that, but like I've realized that the community itself doesn't care about conversations like that, and the developers are stripping the identity of the game that I originally joined for. But that's not what people want to hear, you know? They want to hear good things about the competitive and stuff, and hope about the gameplay or the game growing. Like, it's good. It's good that it's on... I don't know what you're doing. It's good that it's on a positive climb. I just hope that it maintains it. Like, you could get 50,000 players right now, but none of that matters if those 50,000 players leave as soon as the collab's done. Player count decay is a big thing. So if they start this momentum, but they don't maintain the momentum, all of the players they gain during a collab is just going to leave. Simple as that. They're just gonna leave. Ritual cooldown has been reset. Thanks. I actually needed that. Here, have some shrooms as your reward. Oh, it's... Hold on. My shrooms didn't get reset. Does it not count that one? That's fine. I'll just make another follower decay. That's fine. It still works. Yeah, stop being angry. What are you doing being mad at me? They're cute. All right, gotta raise some snowmen. I have like 3 or 4 of them up right now. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, I don't have bones. Okay, I gotta go run. Gotta run and get some bones. Is this the last stage? I think it is. This might be the last bit. Rot seeps from the ground, but you are soft-hearted, Shepherd, we know. We shall give you the last gift, the ability to thaw. Gain the ability to thaw frozen followers. Ooh. Sick. Okay. Well, let's go quickly get some bones, because I need to run. Oh, this is the flail. Yeah, I'll take the flail. Oh, invincibility? Hell yes. Make this a quick one. Oh, I could have been just summoning demons this whole time, but I've been forgetting to do it. I always forget to use the demons, and they're so good too. Doesn't the music go hard, Lauren? It's so good. I love it. It's sad, man. I liked my edgy survival MOBA game, and I'm dying to play some Katja. I want to go back and play some Katja, but like, maybe tonight, Lamb. I don't know. Maybe tonight we'll just do some Eternal Return. I'll give it a shot. I haven't played since the collab started. I don't even think I was there for it. Like, I'll boot it up tonight and I'll see how I feel. How about that? Like, it's not going to be during peak hours, but if the game is doing well, I shouldn't need to play at peak hours. I love it. Thanks. Take that. If the game truly is doing well, I shouldn't need to play at peak hour. So I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna do it later tonight. We'll see if I can actually get some games and see if I enjoy it. I probably will. Let's be honest. I haven't played it in a minute. Ooh. Okay, I'll take that. I'm a gambling man. No, the game is not doing well, and you know that, but maybe you will find games. The most we usually wait is 7 minutes when we start playing. Dear God. I get those in tank queue in Overwatch. Like, well, in DPS queue in Overwatch, and people complain about 7-minute queue on that. People complain about 4-minute queue on that. Asking for like basic 7-minute queue in quick play. Oh my god. I wonder what rank queue looks like. I know it's doing bad, but see, I want to believe like everybody else that it's doing good. I want to see it do good. I do. I hope for the best. Like, obviously, I want the game to do well because I really like it, but God, man. Like, I'd rather honestly just play Sea of Thieves right now because like nobody's playing it. You know, funny enough, change of topic. Sea of Thieves for me is way more fun when no one's playing it. When the servers are dying and when the game is doing the worst, I'm playing. It's funny. Like everyone said, oh, game dead, game dying, servers doing poorly. I'm like, yeah, the servers are buggy right now. It's like fucking crazy. But that just means that the player base is basically none. And I can enjoy the parts of the game that I don't typically get to play. You haven't been able to play ranked this season, have you? I'm gonna try it later. I'll see if I can even get it to pop. You know what it feels like? Lamb, you know what it feels like when like players say like, oh, the game is doing so well because it has 20,000 players. You know what it feels like? It feels like when the government tells you that like, oh, everything is great right now, everything's on the up, and then you go to the grocery store to buy food and can't barely afford it, but they're building a boat. Like, good for you. Yeah, I'm so glad. Yeah, it really feels like we're on the up right now. Yeah. That's basically it. Like, yeah, the player count might look better, but the queue time sure as shit don't. Who cares what the player count looks like right now if I can't queue a game? It's preseason, there is no rank. Oh. Oh, Eternal Return. You have so much promise. Why do you go and waste it? Why do so many games with so much promise? Rogue Company? I'm just saying. Why do so many games with so much promise go and waste it? KR is on the up. Yeah, great for KR. Good for them. I'm so glad. So happy for them. Yeah. Eternal Return, what am I going to do with you? Nothing, apparently, because it's better for me as a content creator and the health of my channel for me to move on to other stuff. Rogue is different? No, it's not. No, it's not. It's another game with a lot of promise that got wasted. The reasons are different, sure, but it's the same shit. They dumped all their money and budget into content creators to play their game at the start, so they had nothing left for development. You still understand how? It's the fault of the publisher that the devs had no choice. Yeah. Yeah. You are right about that. Yeah, the devs don't decide where the money goes. Ah, high res. You've killed so many games. Oh, wait, I see what's going on here. Okay. The little sounds at the end. This fleshy amalgamation of terror, and then a little Korok pops out. You found me. Yep, yep. Fuck Iris. Yeah, for the rest of chat, for the podcast listeners here, Lamb desperately hates high res for a number of reasons, all of which are valid. Fuck IRS. So funny. Your hatred for high res is hilarious to me because I totally understand it. But like, you know, I never got mad at them at the same level you do, you know? Or at least like when I used to be into that stuff, I've already got it out of my system. So I'm just watching you do it, and it's great. It's like I'm reliving that. Dude, Glimpse was so fun. There were so many characters from Roko that I loved. Glimpse was great. I loved Glimpse. I miss her. I miss my main. I miss my main Lamb. He was so cool. People who like doing games are good at it. Who work with high res. I hope you find better company. The rest can suck my ball. Lamb going around. I like you. I like that one. I like you. The rest of you can suck my balls. Patting their head. Good developer. Good developer. I like you. You can stay. The rest of you, fuck you. Dude, but how many companies is that true of? Like, oh, poor Overwatch. Oh, poor Overwatch. Overwatch is actually on the up now. Overwatch is actually doing great. And honestly, I'm debating on going and playing some for a while. Because I had my Sea of Thieves fix, which I'll be doing for a good bit, but then I'm going to get tired of it. So like maybe the next thing I get my fix on is Overwatch. I'm kind of like circling back on all my old games and stuff that I used to like. All the stuff that I play momentarily now, and just like, you know, all the stuff that I enjoy in like a week long basis and then drop. Sadly, Eternal Return is one of those where I just boot it up, I have fun for a little while, and then I put it down. And I don't play it for a while. It's because I only played Roko. You played Paladins and a bit of their battle royale. The one with chickens, I remember. Yeah, yeah. I only ever played Roko. I never played Paladins. I knew a lot about it just because Flats would talk about it. He did some content on Paladins covering it, but that's all I know. I know the situation with it and how it got to where it is, which is quite unfortunate. I think a Paladins from an outsider perspective is just another one of those games where like it had everything going for it, but it didn't do enough to distinguish itself from the rest of the games in the genre, like Overwatch. Played on PS5, didn't like it, but at the same with Paladins, you liked it more on PC. Maybe. I mean, you don't gotta force yourself to like something. You don't gotta have that kind of relationship with a video game, man. If you don't just like a video game, then that's rough. All right, cleaned up some of my bodies. Still have a lot of bodies to go through. What are you mad about, Nikki? What are you mad about? I can give animals to... Oh, I could just give you guys pets now. That's so cute. I can give you guys pets. Yes. That's adorable. I gotta give you guys some animals. Go take a nap. What's she getting like hangry for? They keep it on life support. Like they care when they don't. Oh my god. Think of another game that does that. I can think of a few. Name another game that does that. Like most of them. Oh, lamb. It's like you don't think this is like most games nowadays. Yeah. Most of them are. That's why everyone's playing indie games, baby. Indie games be popping off. You just want to try a hero shooter, but you don't like Marvel Rivals, and you probably don't like Overwatch. Have you played Overwatch? Why not try Overwatch? Yeah. If you play Overwatch, invite me, please. It'll make your experience that much better. Trust me. Overwatch solo, bad. Don't play it bad. Don't play it solo. Do not. It's like any competitive game. Don't play it solo, please. It will immediately ruin your experience of the game. Play it with friends. Do not queue solo ever. For the love of God. But if you do want to play Overwatch, invite me. I am down. Like I would want to play more Overwatch, but nobody ever invites me to play it. It's like Eternal Return. The only time I play it is when friends invite me, because it's the only time I'm gonna get games in a reasonable amount of time or have fun with it. Because like playing solo is just why put yourself through that? It's just not fun. Any of these competitive online games are unfun when you don't have friends. I mean, it's a social game. It's supposed to be an experience you share. Yeah, try Overwatch. If you've never tried Overwatch, play it. I definitely recommend it. Right now is a good time to play. It's in the best state that it's been in since the height of Overwatch 1. Coming from me. You know it's a valuable source of information, or I'm giving my honest opinion. I think that it is genuinely in the best state that it's ever been in since Overwatch 1. It's in a great state right now. So if you want to try Overwatch, it's the best time to do it. Catch it before it goes on the down curve again, as it always does. Yeah, play it while it's fun right now, because probably won't be forever. It's Blizzard, you know how they kill their projects. They'll do something great, and then for a while it'll be great, and then it's not great anymore. Because they stopped doing what made it great. Like their motto. It's what they do with like literally everything. Yeah, I don't even like Rivals much. Like, I try to like it, but I don't see in it what I see in Overwatch. It might just be the community. I don't know, honestly. Which is weird to say. Why am I, how, why? How have I gotten to the point where I'm saying I prefer Overwatch over Marvel Rivals because Marvel Rivals community? Am I honestly admitting that I like the Overwatch community more than the Marvel Rivals community? How have we gotten here? How did we get here? What a day to be alive. God. I can't actually be admitting that I like the Overwatch community. What is wrong with me? I must be poisoned. You're cute. Look at you. Yeah, so Yingo, when do I get to kill you? When is that gonna happen? Because you seem like a bad god, and I've been around the block before, so. Like, I can tell what I'm getting into. Oh, look at how cute you are. Oh. Look at this one. You got the whole red. Oh. Look at this one. It's so adorable. Wool of the innocent. You know what? I don't believe that. But that's why I like you even more. Because I don't believe that for a second. I think I still like paladins, but I'm not the child who play with his friends. You see the clear problem. Yeah. Like, it's one thing to admit that there's a problem. It's another thing to try to do things to change it. And it's like, that involves giving criticism. It involves admitting that you don't like some things, and that's okay. That's okay. That's how things improve. We have to make failure. We have to make mistakes so that we can improve things. That's just how it works. Like, of course, if there's feedback for my model, I'm gonna want it, guys. You already know that. We already figured this out. We've been through many models by now. We've all done this together. It's gonna be a 6 to 8 month mod project. It's a lot of fucking work. It's gonna take me hundreds of hours to make this thing. But of course, if people have feedback, still give it to me, because I want my 600 or my whatever hours on this thing to be as good as possible. And if someone has genuine critique and I'm like, oh, actually you are right, and I go back and fix it, I would rather go back and fix the thing than leave it the way it is, you know? I'm not striving perfection, but I do strive to make my models and my artwork and my content as good as possible. And the best way to do that is do it based on what other people think, you know? Or just using feedback to guide that. Feedback hurts sometimes. It hurts to hear that some people maybe don't like something I make, but that just happens. Sometimes it's a change that I keep because it's just something that I like, and if people don't like it, you know, it's niche, it's fine. This just happens, you know? But some feedback I do listen to, and it's like, it's important as a creator to be able to distinguish between the feedback that I need to use and the feedback that I can choose to use. People's opinions do matter on some level. After the chaos of the launch of over to a huge amount of people tried Paladins. Guess how many stayed? Oh, Overwatch 2, yeah. None. Yeah, well, because Overwatch fixed its problems. It was having major problems, to the point where people who never even knew about the game knew about it now for its problems. Like, Overwatch was failing on such a massive scale that it made history books. Like, dude, it was so bad. But see, they went from one of the lowest lows to the highest highs. Right? And they did it pretty fucking quick. So that's why I'm saying, what did Hi-Rez do? What did Hi-Rez do to keep any of that player base? So they had a bump because Overwatch was doing bad. What do they do to keep any of those players? Nothing. Right? Oh, what the hell? Weird enemy. That's new. That is terrifying. I don't know what that does. Paladins has more. Yeah, Overwatch had problems, but they fixed them. Like, many of the problems that it's been having, they fixed. So, you know, the biggest ones. The small problems they need to fix, like retconning all of the lore from the original game. Bring your lore back, please, because it was really good at one point. But I don't know that they know how to do that. But it's fine, because the game's still good. The lore sucks balls now, but the game is good, so... I mean, at least there's that. More than we could have said 6 years ago. Or over the past 6 years, actually, not just. New hitboxes are weird first time. Yeah, they are weird. That was a weird change. It made it more, like, new player friendly.
I'm gonna drink till I reboot.
I'm gonna drink until I reboot. What's up, Skullcat? Oh, thanks for the tarot card. I don't know who gave me that. That was cool. That'll help me. I needed it. Have you seen Colts of the Lamb, Skullcat? It's a great game. You should try it. It's awesome. It said help or hinder since I treat streamers like Tamagotchi. There was only one option. I mean, you're a streamer yourself, aren't you? So of course. We streamers treat each other properly here, you know. You love it, but you gotta get a controller before you can play, sadly. I see. Yeah, this game is really fun. I absolutely adore it. I can't wait to see what else they add, because Woolhaven did so much. I was like, paid DLC, that kind of sucks. I already paid $50 to get the game and all the other stuff. And then I realized, holy shit, it's actually worth it. Woolhaven does a ton for the game. Oh my god, you are actually tough. Oh, damn. This guy's actually tough. He's not even the boss, dude. He was about to kill me, and I'm not even at the boss floor yet. Jeez. You own the deluxe edition? Hell yes. I do too. Absolutely worth. Oh god, not this. Well, that did it. Oh, hounds, give me that. Yes. Please give me a card. Damn it. That one. Peralta's a huge buff of movement speed and attack speed without ammo. If you play against a controller guy, when you hear the ult, it means run as fast as you can because there is no counterplay. What? Ow. Gotta lock in real quick. Oh. Damn it. Hold on, I have a resurrect, don't worry. Because I'm a god. Oh, damn it. He fired it down here too. Oh my god, 2 of these? Oh shit. Uh-oh. 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 Why are they so much harder than the actual boss? Oh my god. That's the first time I've died in so long. Oh my lord. New enemies just humbled me. Okay. Oh my lord. I was not expecting them to spawn that. That's a little rough. Oh my god. I haven't felt fear like that in a while. Abdo, no. You can't die on me. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. What else we got? Let's see. Let's do... Crap, I don't have anything. I'm just gonna do a ritual of decay. Oh, we're not farming much, are we? Winter keeps screwing us. Winter is rough. I can't imagine the survival mode on this is very easy. Okay. I'm so close to beating Woolhaven. I'm so close. What kind of card do I get? Summons a rot demon? Oh wait, can I turn the rot into demons? Oh, thanks for overflowing the toilets. Awesome. You guys are filthy. You guys are gross. Let's see, what do I got? Nikki. Camera. I can turn them into... Oh. Yeah, I can turn them into rot demons, which they do some crazy stuff, but I do have to level them up, and they don't last very long, so that's probably why they're kind of nuts. Mason. Shamra, sure, why not? You all shall help me on my quest. All right, let's go. Let's beat this boss. I'm powered up. I got more hearts. I have demons. And there's nothing that the little boy and his brother in the metal armor can stop me now. All right, gun. We're gonna blast everything. Blast him. Blast him. So we just started blasting. Hell yes. Yeah, we're gonna breeze right through this. Oh, that one's fun. Well, that's pretty handy. Ooh, another heart. Oh yeah, we're gonna win this one. For sure. We win this one for sure. I want to see if I can get to the end of the Woolhaven DLC by the end of tonight. We'll see. But we're gonna try. That's our goal today. Ooh, that's gonna be huge for the boss. Ow. Ow, stop that. There's like mini bosses now. This is nuts. And they're actually tough. Oh my god. There's so much stuff to dodge now. You know what I might do? I just had a random urge to go play a board game with my sister. I don't know why. I have this neat little Harry Potter themed one. I don't even know how to explain it. It's like a card deck building game where there's like a shop you buy the cards from, and more stuff get added as you progress. But like you progress through the 7 books, and you try to build like a deck. Optimize stuff, put things together, and it's really neat. It's like a Yu-Gi-Oh, like almost card building, but it's cooperative, and you play against like a board game of NPCs and villains and stuff. It's really long and complex, but like it's actually a lot of fun. Ooh, I like that one. Maybe that's what I do today. Just go play a board game with my sister if she wants. Because like I've been pretty consistent with my model work, so I'm just taking it easy and trying to not overwork myself so I don't get into the position I was before. So like I'm just kind of relaxing and then locking in and then relaxing and locking in. Oh, I didn't even read the card. I don't even know what it does. I skipped it too quickly. Hello? Oh my god. It was bugged. It didn't spawn them. It's like it's ominous and quiet, and It's not supposed to be like that. That was a first. Never had that happen before. What the hell? It might just be bugs. That was really weird. Okay. I've never had that happen before. Oh my god, it's purple. Purple magic. This is so cool. I feel so strong this run. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Stop it. Freaking bombs. I just need to kill one quickly. Gotta kill him quickly. There we go. Okay. We're gaming. We're gaming. We're gaming. There we go. Okay, sweet. Whew. What the hell was that? Kind of getting worried on how hard Yinga's gonna be. I have no idea. I swear she's a final boss. She has to be. There's no way this god is actually like nice. Given this game, like she seemed peaceful and nice at the beginning. No way. I refuse to believe it. Also, yeah, I genuinely think it's just bugged because it's not supposed to be doing this. I think I broke it. Well, that's a first. Oh, no, there we go. I was just grab the eye. Almost forgot. We're so close to beating Yinga. She's got to be the final boss. I don't know what she's gonna look like though. Like how difficult it's gonna be, because the enemies before her are getting pretty challenging. So I don't know. Whoa. Okay. Oh, I thought you guys did that for a second. No. Why do they keep going back here to die? I just... Not really sure. Let's see. Add new animal. Yeah, more of these little dudes. They're so cute. Oh my goodness. Look at them. Oh. They're adorable. Oh, that's a golden one. There's a pink one. Hee hee hee. Look how cute they are. Oh my goodness. You are so adorable. All right, let's, now that I actually know how to do that, let's put up troughs. Yeah. They need troughs. Hutches. Branch fence, butcher's block. Well, you know, if times are tough, at least we can now have a new source of food. Oh, look how cute they are. They're so adorable. I've always wanted animals to farm in this game, but I always felt it was weird to farm animals while you're animals. It's like a Pokemon situation, you know? Well, I guess is what, really? No, don't leave that there. The yaks will eat it. Sick. Disgusting. Stop. No, the yaks are just gonna eat it, dude. Stop that. There, see, now you're happy. You were angry before, now you're happy. There you go. You can eat follower meat. That's messed up. I can feed my followers to my animals. Game's so messed up. Oh, hell yes. One of my favorite songs in the game. There we go. Now I actually have a use for sin. I need it for animal breeding as well. That makes sense. Sure. The hell did you just stop that? Ah, prime yakish. Okay. Ah, I see. That means adults. Oh. Oh. Alright, I don't have more yak, but that is okay. I got plenty of yak now. But when those ones grow up, I can actually breed them. You're super cute. Can I take more on a walk? No, I can only walk one at a time. Okay. Well, I'm gonna move some over to the other side so I can actually start breeding them when they grow. Hold on, I'm walking my yak. What? You want a sermon? Sure. Freaking spicy. You're fine, bro. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Sermon? I can't do a sermon right now, but I can give you shrooms. Yeah, take your shrooms. Everyone loves shrooms. There you go. Yes. Everyone eats your shrooms. Very good. Everyone loves their shrooms. Welcome in.
Shalom. Ah.
You almost killed me, but welcome in. Nice chin. Let's see here. Look at Mason go. He's all wonked out. He always looks the funniest because his eyes are furthest apart. He always looks so goofy. Hi. You are looking goofy now. You're not looking so fun anymore. Dagger? Whoa. Oh, Icar? Nah, actually, that would be better, huh? Because it gives me the effect while also being Icar. That is better. Ow. Stupid dogs. Ow. Dude. Oh my god. The enemies are getting insane. But they all drop bombs and they're all crazy. It's kind of getting nuts. Hopefully I get good cards, because I already only have 4 hearts. Oh my god. No, get back here. You really like to spam, don't you? Oh, god damn it, I need a card, man. No cards yet? I'm just getting cucked. Ah. No cards, man. None. Shh. Unlucky. I'm telling you, these enemies are getting insanely strong. Where do you think you're going? Oh, they dropped gold now. As if I need more money, but I'll take it. Over a curse? Yeah. I will take that. Oh. Come on. Oh, sword. I'll take sword. Yeah. Give me a freaking card, man. Am I really going to do this boss with no cards? Am I actually doing this boss with no cards? That would be a first. Oh, come on. Thank you. Please give me something good. Okay, that one's actually not that bad. Do more damage? Yes, please. That's the only thing I've got right now. All right, we're doing this with one card. I am not hopeful. Okay, we're just locking in. That's fine. That one. Come on, give me a card. Give me a card. I need at least one more. Come on. Please be a card. Planic if I don't see you, thank you. Oh, that'll be W. Yeah, buy a third one. Ooh. That one. All right. Moment of truth. I don't know what you guys do. Bishop Calamar. Yeah. Use servants. Yep. Oh, this is gonna be fun, isn't it? Oh, and they cycle. That's not so bad yet. Oh. Okay. What else? Do I have to beat them all together? No. Okay, there we go. Oh, look how cute you are. Ah. Snow leopard. Sick. Give me that. Okay. Yap. Got a yap. Let's do... I guess none right now. Save my bones. What do you want, Chizu? Follow? You want follower meat? Oh. Okay. I mean, I have follower meat. Why would you want that? Okay. He even knows Inga as well. Well, I mean, of course he would. Hard? Sick. If only I could just do all these together, because I have a ton of them. Please, peace. Oh, nice. I can maybe unlock one of those fleeces that I'm missing. go gambling. There we go. Doctrine piece. Give me that. Yeah, those doctrine pieces I really want. Those are super handy. It also just helps me unlock all the cosmetics from the stuff or all the places that I missed, you know. It's really nice when I actually start building things. Cute. Purple flag, hell yes. Give me that. Purple crown flag. I'm gonna put those everywhere. I love the purple crown. More doctrine. That's probably good. I don't need more. $84. Let's see. Any other snowmen? Snowmen? No snowmen? The next ritual won't require resources. W. I actually really like that one. Thank you. Hit fight. Okay. Loyal Enforcer. Well, that has to be one of my mods, right? It couldn't be anyone else. Cannot reel. Cannot roll. Movement speed and starting health increase. After each room. Heal a heart after each room. Increased movement speed and starting. I might do that because that sounds kind of cool. One hit, no resurrections, deal 10 times damage. Too crazy for me. Only curses may be used. Receive 4 curses related to tarot cards. Or 4 curse related tarot cards. Ooh. Maybe. Only curses can be used. How would that even work? Try hobbled. I cannot roll. Ooh, it looks pretty. Let's see, which one do I want to do that costs me stuff? Let's do resurrection. That costs a lot of bones. We like our resurrection here. Let's do Shelly. And then let's do a lot of bones for that, only for one guy. Do decay, it's better. There we go. Can't farm echoes anymore. What should you do? Main quest? Yeah. Of course. I mean, you would. Good stuff. Sometimes just gotta enjoy the story, you know? Kick back, get yourself a hot drink and a snack, and just enjoy the story. Okay. Apparently that's how that works. Oh, cute. Yak. Or yaks. Oh my god. Oh, feeding them follower meat makes them mad. Now I get it. Okay. Well, see, that's a level 2. I can probably give him one of the level 2s. All right. I gotta do that quest for that one guy. We're gonna go back. We're going to check that out real quick. One more. Lamish? Llama-ish. Oh, do I have to literally like physically bring it to him? Okay. I get it. Ride requires level 3. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk him. All right, you come with me. I don't know what this ranch is gonna do to you, but not my problem. Hold on. Come in. Damn it, 91. Where'd my yak just wander off to? I literally just left him for like 2 seconds. There he is. Apparently they run. I didn't know that. I thought he would kind of stay close, but nope. All right, old man. I got you something. Llama! I can have llama. Yes. Give me llama. Hell yes. Llama. Oh, fuck off. Leave my stuff alone. Hey. Go away. Yeah, that's right. Don't you touch my animals. Get out of here. You stuck? What's he doing? Why is it telling me he's up here? Is he stuck? What the? What? Okay. Oh wait, I could do the moon ritual once it's nighttime because it's a blizzard. Yeah, we gotta wait for nighttime to show up because then I can probably do the moon ritual. Really? He's being struck by lightning. What? I can take it for him. Okay. I did. Huh. All right. Lots of snowmen this time. Wow, that one is sad. This game has officially become Stardew Valley, but like better. Yeah. From a utility template, immediately build all structures currently. Yeah, sure. I'm not mean to my followers. What do we got? Nothing? Oh, I'll do the snowman one, yeah. We got lots of snowmen to raise. Awake. Yes. I got 4 of them. That's pretty good. For such a cheap cost? Yeah. 4? Pretty nuts. You? Hey. Everyone's getting ill. When it hits nighttime, I should be able to do the moon ritual. I believe so. I've been wanting to do it this whole time, but you need to do it during like a level 5 blizzard at nighttime. I think. I don't know. We're gonna try it. Like, I want to see what it looks like. All right, everyone's going to bed. Not that one. I wonder, like, how I'm supposed to do it. Because all it does is heal things, but, like... Oh, no, we did it that one time. I think that was the gift-giving one. Like, it's basically just Christmas, but it, like, heals everyone. It was really nice. It was super cute, too. There we go. Blizzard's gone. Get rid of it. Oh, a snow lamb in my pen. I was like, did my lamb freeze? Oh, come on. 98%. Crazy. See, I need to build a trap. Can I? Oh, I need the white wood. Damn it. I need to get more of that. The lightning rod should help, which I'm pretty sure you're only supposed to be able to get it through through blizzards, which I don't necessarily want. Give an animal. There's nothing for me to eat. Oh, let me press that one anyway. Where's the option to make you go to bed? You're sick. Go to bed. All right, I do need to hit the bathroom pretty bad, so I will be right back. But you guys hang tight real quick. Okay. Let me raise my desk. I've been sitting too long. All right. Seems like my sister's not down for a tabletop game tonight because she's watching with her friend. They're doing Castlevania, which I'm like, all right. Well, at least the thing you're watching is based. She says Hallmark movie. That's what she's doing with her night. We could be playing tabletop game and watching like Dungeon Meshi or something. But no. Oh my god. Hallmark movies. I would be down to do like Overwatch or Sea of Thieves tonight though. Or maybe Eternal Return. Something. I don't know. I kind of just want to do like some community thing where we just sit down and play a game. Woo-wah. Doesn't really matter what it is. Kind of just in offline mood, right? Oh, you know what? I could do this. I always forget about the tithe ritual. I always forget about it, and it's super good, and I could be doing it. I just always... Just leave it there. It's right there. I have all the money in the world to just dump on people, but, like... I always miss it. And it's, like, one of the best ones I could be doing right now. I gotta get in the habit of doing it. Especially now that I'm using the rot allies because it levels them so quickly. Alright, I think I'm in the mood to just go do something. Which is totally okay. Did a bit of streaming. Tomorrow we'll finish the DLC. I think. Sound good? We're right at the end. So we have like a couple more bosses, I think, before the DLC is done, from what I can tell. I think. As far as the story goes, the rest of it is just for me to build the town and explore and do the fun stuff. If we want to see what else happens when you build a town, I can do that, but it's just a bunch of base building and stuff. So, you know what? Honestly, I will leave this bit for the rest of you. I'll do the story bit, and then the rest of like this stuff. There's a shit ton of things you can do. So if you guys want to find out yourselves, that's the perfect excuse for you to give it a shot. Download it and give it a try. It's a great game. It's fantastic. I have no idea how many hours are actually, like how many hours of game time this DLC does, but I can say it's a shit ton. So like I don't have the time to cover it all. That should tell you plenty. I will do what I can. Let's see. Is there anyone I can just like quickly dump some of this on? One of those was 10. Do the cheap one. I want to see what happens. You come back to life or something? Oh. Oh, I get fleeces. Oh, I can do clothes. That's so cool. Oh, that's so neat. I get fleeces from them.
I'm gonna drink till I reboot.
Oh. It doesn't do anything, but it does give me their fleeces. Give me the Stargazer one. That's what I want. I remember the Stargazer's fit being really cool. Welcome back, Abyss. Oh, check that out. Look at this. Look how cool that looks. Yo. Do they replace my fleece abilities? I don't imagine they do. Hi. What are you doing out of your pen? What are you doing out of your pen? Get back here. Get back in there. What are you doing? Get in there. Oh, that's right. I was gonna do my llamas. I forgot the llama. Llama. Give me the llama. Yes. Watch this, Abyss. It's gonna be it's gonna be fucking adorable. Watch this. It's gonna be so cute. Llama. Oh, look at him. Look at the baby llama. Oh. Look at the baby llama. And I give him a little snow lamb friend. All right. I'm telling you, I love the fact that this game is so cursed, but also it's really cute at the same time. It's like my favorite combination of things. It's incredibly dark and messed up, but it's also the cutest thing I've ever played. It's so sweet. I love this game. I love it. Alrighty. That's probably a good place for me to stop since I want to go hop into Discord and go do something. It might just be Overwatch or Sea of Thieves night, honestly. I'm on a fix. I'm on a fever and I gotta sweat it out by playing Sea of Thieves. Damn it, Shamura. I'm doing my outro. You couldn't have survived for like 20 more seconds. Nah, don't you cry, Abyss. Hey, at least the mermaid's up right now. We can go to the mermaid. We never see her streaming. We get to say hi. I don't know what she's doing. Marvel? No. Pick something better that's not gonna make me mad. I'll play Overwatch though. I don't play Marvel. No, I don't play Rivals. Who plays Rivals, bro? When Overwatch is just so much better. Cremation? Ranch animals can be burned for additional warmth. No. Rotten trait can be removed? Sure, I'll do that. All right. This is a good place when nobody's dying right now. It's almost nighttime too. Please add the music to Spotify so I can listen to it. It's really good.
I'm gonna drink till I reboot.
I'm gonna drink until I reboot. I'm gonna make this guy drink before he leaves, and we're gonna spam it every minute of his outro so that he has to keep taking breaks in between doing his outro. Because we want to be annoying. Anyway.
I'm gonna drink till I reboot.
Shut up. Let me get through my intro. You done?
Why?
You think it's so funny. Every time. You know what? Fine. You don't want an outro? I just won't do one. Sure. You guys already know the drill anyway. None of you are new. You already been here long enough. You know the drill. Outro things. I'm gonna send you to Chizu. Fuck you. Would be like that. Fine. You don't get one. Jesus. Right, I'm gonna be in Discord. Even if you're not playing with me, you can totally just watch me play some Sea of Thieves or whatever I'm doing. Feel free to pop in and hang out. If I don't see you tonight, I'll be up tomorrow to finish the Woolhaven DLC, probably, hopefully. I'm gonna lock in. Like, today was short because I'm in the mood to go do something on my own. I'm just hanging out. But tomorrow, hopefully we can do like a 6-hour and we'll just finish Cult of the Lambs Woolhaven DLC tomorrow. I want to do like the story bits and stuff. There's tons of content I'm not covering, but I'm doing that intentionally so that I leave you guys plenty of things to go find out yourself, because it's a fantastic indie game. Pick it up. It's a lot of fun. Trust me. You'll enjoy it. Anyway, cheers. It's been fun. I will see you guys tomorrow, if not tonight. Take care, everyone. All right, let's send you to Chizu. Fish.